But being a media company, we understand the consumer, we understand a little bit of the brand side, the advertiser side, and how we went about it. A couple of points here is that we very clearly said that even on a mobile, we would like to build a brand approach. We don't want to sell a banner here. We don't want to sell a cost per lead model here. We want to sell that we are a branded site. We believe that we get consumers like portfolio users. We get a consumer like watch list. We get a consumer who wants to blog with Rajdeep Sardesai. We would like to believe that great followers of Udyan on money control comes in. We get some quality users. And I'll share with you a couple of examples that, how finally translated into that brand approach and some kind of monies for us. As I said, that we're not a blind network. We know who is that consumer, where we're targeting that consumer. And I think we're very clear about our TG because we have that database across our various media. And we said this is a powerful media which will allow you to interact with the consumer. I'll just share a small case study here that this is a brand where we went to them saying that there is a challenge to advertise by the liquor companies in India because of various regulations. Thanks to the agency which gave us a window, and thanks to all the agencies which gave us that window to go to those brands. And we said, okay, let's give us some solution to them rather than just saying that we will blast on 31st of December, don't drink and drive carefully. That's a typical message you will get on 31st December, powered by or sponsored by XY brand. So no, let's look at something different. And believe me, as an initial, being a part of this initial growth, you need to go with all this kind of presentation, do a lot of kind of information sharing. And we said, let's create these three important things. One is the calendar. And I think every brand, every liquor brand is very fascinated by the calendar. So you have all those calendars coming in first. Yeah. We said, okay, let's create a mobile calendar, which is never done by anyone else. Okay, and not a mobile calendar as a mobile calendar, but all the day there is important event happening in particular pubs where your brand is present. You want to communicate with the consumer, and let's create that. And I think clearly that, how do we finally connect with the consumer? We created a mobile mixer that, there's some kind of need which is there for, how you're mixing, what are you mixing in this entire series. In terms of the overall brand benefits, we clearly laid down and we presented this entire piece. I got stuck after liquor here. Okay. We also went to all the advertisers. We were seeing a big traction on our television and our web properties. And we looked at which is the property which generates maximum monies for us and a stickiness by the client. And we looked at cross-media campaigns and provide a media for particularly the Idea Cellular. I remember me being a brand manager there. We were present with the first citizen journalist on CNN IBN. That got extended on IBN Live. And it was very easy for us to just extend it on a mobile site. Let me tell you, we got double the money than web team, which they got from Idea. It's a very clear this thing, that you click a picture, go back on internet, upload it, send it there. But this is a powerful tool here that, you click the picture, even if you're in Dharavi, just send it from there. And right now you're there on the desk of Rajdeep Sardesai, which can select or reject your CJ and goes on the air. I think the second biggest property which we created is a portfolio. You'll be surprised to know the property we always thought that will be best suited for Reliance Money or HSBC or all those banking and financial clients. But the client finally agreed was the tourism of Ireland. I think they agreed because of one simple reason, that the portfolio users have deep pockets to put in money to travel to this exotic location called Dublin and Ireland. And believe me, we are earning much more than what we have portfolio branding on web. And I think if I can tell you the data point here is that if Money Control does X as a business in a quarter, we're already X by 2, which is 10 years old company versus 18 months old mobile internet presence. Not even 18 months, just 8 months. And if their contribution is X, and our contribution is 2X. And I think that's the kind of margins a mobile can give for a media company. We did this entire stuff for Frenzy, for one of the liquor brands out of Bangalore, and we got a huge registration there, and network agent properties, kind of drove the traffic there. These are kind of clients which are continuously advertising with us. Less than 8 months, I think we have seen 22 brands on our site, with more and more brands coming back and advertising it. And I think our average ticket size today, if I can share, is around 300,000 rupees. With the clients like Nokia, which completely believes in this medium, and every new product launch is a part of our site. Jet Airways is a very good brand to have on this site. And I think quickly I'll run through this. You must have gone through these numbers. I think a huge opportunity exists for mobile advertising in this country, and close to $100 million USD by. And every projection on telecom I have seen in the last 12 years of my career, gets surpassed in next 2 years. A quick slide on 3G. I think mobile TV will be big, shared by Andy sometime back, what happened in the US. And for a media company, it is very important that broadcaster will not be only broadcaster, but broadcaster will also have an opportunity and to interact with the consumer and get a feedback. You're just broadcasting, but you're getting a feedback on this particular site. And I think mobile will be the first medium for internet, and that's what Rajesh said it very clearly, that mobile is internet in this country. I think the biggest thing is that for a brand is that you will be able to finally get a medium which interacts with your consumer on a real time. So you don't have to wait for really time RAM numbers, that how might this programming perform. And you can surely get this number on the end of the day saying that, okay, this is the way my campaign is performing. If I need to change my creative, if I need to change my location of a publisher, I can do that. And I think this is what will be getting in there. I want to leave this particular presentation with this thought. I met up with a consumer back in small place, Sangli, in my recent trip. And the guy owns a BlackBerry. He does not have an email ID. I think this entire group here and friends outside, the biggest challenge to make a mobile internet, a mass internet in this country, if we are able to reach this customer, who can afford a mobile phone which is BlackBerry worth 25,000 rupees, but does not have an email ID. Thank you so much for listening to me. I leave this with this thought. Thank you.